Hello boys and girls. Today Catherine is going to bake brown soda bread, traditional brown soda bread. So first we're going to turn on the oven to 170 degrees. Okay, and then we're going to have a look at the utensils we're going to use. We need a bowl for our bread, we need a wooden spoon for mixing, we need a kitchen knife, a tin, and line your tin like this with a bit of greaseproof paper. Just you can grease it with a margarine paper or a bit of oil, and on the paper as well, so that your bread won't stick. I need a pastry brush. We do that with my pastry brush, just like that. Okay. I need my measuring cup, the big one with the red spot on it, and I need my measuring spoon. Now we're going to have a look at our ingredients. I have here brown flour, and this is Macroom brown flour. I think it's a really good flour to use. There's a lovely nutty flavour to it. We also have white flour here. And then I have some buttermilk, and buttermilk and bread soda together make our brown bread rise, okay? They go well together. If you like, you can put in a tablespoon of sugar. I will today, but if you want to be healthy, you can leave it out. We'll also use a quarter block of margarine. So you divide it into four. You can see the four pieces there, and we will just be using one quarter, okay? So that's all our ingredients. So we'll get right ahead. We're going to measure first our white flour. I have my bag turned down so you can see it. I'm going to use my cup and the back of the knife to make a nice level cup like that. The very same then with your brown flour. I have it here in the bowl to make it easy to measure. So I fill it up, and with the back of the knife again I make a nice flat cup of nice brown flour, okay? Next I'm going to put in a quarter of a block of margarine, and I'm going to rub that in slightly different to the way we did it on the Zoom class the other day. We melted the margarine. If you want, you can melt the margarine in the microwave for 30 seconds and pour it in. Today we're going to rub it in, okay? Then I'm going to get a teaspoon, and just level it off with your finger, a teaspoon of bread soda. And now I'm going to press out the lumps, because you don't want any lumps. If you have lumps, it will make green specks in your bread, and they don't taste very nice, okay? So make sure you get it all off your hand like that. Oops, there was a little bit left in the spoon. Next we're going to put in a tablespoon of sugar. Now you can leave out the sugar if you want to be healthy. Alright, so we're going to put in the sugar, Ricky, aren't we? Yeah, and with the wooden spoon, we're going to mix it all around. You know, mix it. Oh, good boy. Good mixing, yeah? Here, you mix with this one. Good mixing, isn't it? Good mixing, yeah. Okay, good boy. Right, so now we're going to put in our cup of buttermilk. Fill it up to the top like that. Are you going to pour it in? Do you want to push it in? Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, pouring it all in. Oh, you'd love to put your hands in there, wouldn't you? Okay, so we scrape it out. We don't lose any of it. All right, yeah. Okay, come on, help. Ricky's going to be a chef, I think, when he grows up, aren't you? So we're mixing it all around. Can you see? Yeah, we're mixing it all around. Yeah. Good job. So you can see how it's, you know, a little bit wet, but when it's going into a tin, it's absolutely fine. it falls out like that. Okay, so you can use my knife or my spatula, and I'm going to level it out now. Good boy, well done helping me. I'm going to get my oven gloves and I'm going to put it into the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. And this is what it's going to look like when you take it out of the oven. You put a knife into it, and if the knife comes out clean, you know your bread is done. If it's a little bit sticky, put it back in for another 5 minutes, okay? The other way of testing it is, can you hear the hollow sound? If there's a hollow sound on your loaf of bread, and you can hear it in that one. So that's that. Now I want to show you the second way of preparing brown bread. We need a baking tray. And we're going to, yes, that's a big spoon, isn't it? We're just going to grease this lightly. Right. And we're going to put some flour here. I'm just going to put that down there for a minute. We're going to put some flour on our unit, and we're going to turn our bread out onto the unit, or your board, or wherever it is. Now this is a little bit wet, so I'm actually going to work. My little helper here is having a great time. Make sure you flour your hands and very lightly knead it. You see how light this bread is. It's really nice. So when we're kneading, we say turn in, turn around, 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 turn in, turn around. So you can decide which way you like to have your bread. This looks very well when it's cooked, but the bread in the tin is probably easier for families to cut. Okay, so whoops, we brush that aside there like that, out of our way, won't we, Ricky? And so you have a nice round piece like this. Okay, so you have your round little loaf like that. Can you see it? So I get my knife and I dip it into the flour and I cut across it like that. Just put across, don't go all the way down, just down about halfway, and then just pull it out gently like that. 2 little cuts to allow out the steam and to allow your bread to rise. There you have it. Okay, so that one's going into the oven as well. Where did I leave my oven gloves? They're here. So that one's going in as well. And when you have bread in the oven, open the oven really quickly and pop it in. Okay, so 35 to 40 minutes again. Yeah, 2 seconds. And when that bread comes out, it's going to look like that. And again, it's going to have that hollow sound in the bottom when it's cooked. Okay, so happy cooking your brown soda bread.